How best can you trade over unders markets and with the best recovery method? It's very simple, and to be specific, in this video I'll be explaining how you can best trade over unders markets, and to be specific, that is over 2 with over 4 recovery. So the best tool that you can ever use is the Vashhook. And how does the Vashhook works, and what is the Vashhook? Vashhook is a tool that helps you minimize the number of losses on real account by distributing those losses, that is, to a virtual account. So what happens, you hit a certain number of losses on your virtual account, then the robot switches to real, where it actually helps to minimize those losses on real accounts. So how do you go about it? Let's say, for example, you are trading markets like over 2 with over 4 recovery. So you need to have a certain number of consecutive losses you take on over 2 markets, and a certain number of consecutive losses you take on over 4 market the moment you make a loss. So assuming you are trading over 2 with over 4 recovery, what happens? So when you are trading over 2, we normally set something like 2 consecutive virtual losses. So the moment you hit 2 consecutive virtual losses, the robot will switch to to over 2. It will actually switch to real and execute a trade on over 2. So when you're trading over 2 market, which digits do you lose with? You lose with digit 0, digit 1, and digit 2. Those are a total of 3 digits. So the moment you hit 2 consecutive losses, yeah, the highest possibility of this tick is to go above digit 2. That is the basic market psychology. Yeah? So the moment you hit 2 consecutive losses, there is a very high chance that the tick will go above digit 2, and that is how that's how this market works. So the moment when you have already executed your over 2 trade, the robot will wait again for some other 2 consecutive virtual losses, then execute another trade on over 2. What happens just in case of a loss? In case you happen to incur a loss, that's where now the over 4 market, which is our recovery market, comes in. So what happens when you're trading over 4? The robot will actually be hunting for 4 consecutive virtual losses, then switch to over 4 market, try to make a recovery, then switch back to over 2 market. So when you're trading over 4, you normally lose with a total of 5 digits. That is digit 0, digit 1, digit 2, digit 3, and digit 4. That's a total of 5 digits. So the moment you hit 4 consecutive virtual losses, there is a very high possibility in the next tick, the market will actually go over 4. And even if this market doesn't go over 4, like even if you happen to hit on a loss, the next trade might be, there is a very high possibility it'll actually be an instant recovery. That's generally how that is the Vashhook works. It helps you reduce the number of losses on real account by distributing those losses to a virtual account, or we can actually simulate those virtual trades. It actually helps so much, and you need to give a try. That is on the over 2 over 4 recovery method by the use of the over Vashhook monster. Check out this video and see how you can actually be able to execute your trades on over 2 with over 4 recovery. It's very simple, man. And now here comes the moment of truth. So for that case, we'll actually be trading over 2 with over 4 recovery by the use of over Vashhook monster. It's actually designed for that purpose. So all you need to do is just click select bot like that. You can actually see here we have a list of robots. If you scroll, you'll actually see this robot we have the over Vashhook monster, the other Vashhook monster, and for that case, we need to use the over Vashhook monster because we want to trade that is over unders market. We have an account of around like let's say 1,100 USD. So we must be careful when it comes to risk management so that we don't end up on blowing up the account, because there is no market that is guaranteed. So since we are trading over 2, just click the global share so that you can set up the robot. So I'll just click the stop trading option, and for these, personally, I'll work with 4 consecutive losses. That will actually act as my stop loss. So the moment I hit 4 consecutive losses, this robot should automatically stop. So just close that option, and now we need to set up our target profit. And we have an account of $1,100. So I think the best take for this account is, so first take is 50 times 2, 100 times 2, 200 times 2, 400. Okay, so let's take 50. And if we stake 50, you can target 150 USD. So we just need to multiply. That is our stake times 3. So that is 150 USD. And since I am already working with the stop trading option as my stop loss, this one, so I can set this one even way above. So then I can close that option. Then let's go to market volatilities. You can use whichever volatility you want, but it's always good to switch from the default because that's what everyone will be using. Just click there. Let me select like volatility 51s, then I'll cancel 25 You can actually see how we do it, then close that. Then let's go to the risk manager. This is where you set up the stake. I'll be doing a stake of 50 and a target profit and a martingale factor of that is a martingale factor of 2. Then I'll close the risk manager. So now that is what we are supposed to set up. You're only supposed to set up that is a global shared option, this one, and you can actually see we are already done. But I'm gonna explain something. This is market 1, which is over 2, then market 2, which is over 4. So market 1 will actually be hunting for 2 consecutive partial losses. For market 2, we'll be hunting for 4 consecutive partial losses. So we'll be trading over 2. Once we make a loss, we switch to over 4. Once we make a recovery, switch back to over 2 market. So now we need to get on this other side and get to know the moment of truth. So just click start and let's see how the Vashuk will actually perform. So the moment we hit 2 consecutive partial losses, the robot will switch to lead. Yeah. So right now, no trade has actually been executed on lead. Though you switch, I can actually see it's actually a win. 1, 2, then switch. And you can actually see how we are doing. That's another trade, and you can actually see now we hit on a loss that is on over 2 market. Now the robot is looking for 4 consecutive. Do you imepiga 4, switched, then we won. Yeah. So this is amazing. So we want to see how this robot is actually going to perform. Currently we are floating at a profit of $50. Yeah. So let's see how we're gonna perform in this case. Those are 2 switch. It's another win. Yeah. So when you're trading with the Vashuk, you really don't have to worry about anything because the Vashuk will actually do everything for you. You just need to understand how it works. You can also be able to do your own setup, your own configuration, do some few adjustments so that at least you can actually customize it to suit your purpose and the robot will perform as you expect. So currently we have taken 6 trades, 5 wins and just that is 1 loss. Currently floating at a profit of $121. So the Vashuk is actually an amazing amazing tool. Yeah. So for those people who are actually not able to log in, that is on ritraders.co.ke because you are using a new Deriv account. So you just need to be patient. That is from probably Sunday. We'll actually have pushed that is some updates that will actually help you to that is migrate to our new legacy API, and you'll actually be able to log in on Traders and execute your trades. Okay. Yep. So now we are still pushing on. Currently floating at 121 still. We are still on the same point. Yeah. So we're gonna hit. We're still gonna hit. That is the target profit. So the moment you make a loss on over 4, the robot is actually hunting for 4 consecutive partial losses. For example, in that case, you can actually see we lost that trade. So now the robot is will actually be getting 4 consecutive partial losses, then switch to over 4 markets. Yeah. Then execute 1 trade on lead. Yeah. Then try to make a recovery. In case it's a win, those are 3. No. Okay. In case it's a win, then the robot will switch back to over 2. Those are 3. So we need 4 consecutive. The reason why we need 4 consecutive losses so that we can get almost guarantee that the market has actually switched to over 4. So let's hope we get those 4 consecutive losses instantly, so that at least we're gonna recover, push the account, yeah, back to over 120 USD. That is in terms of profit. Okay, so so far so good. We have done 8 trades and just 6 losses. Do you? No, those are 3. We have done 8 trades, 6 wins, and just 2 losses. Yeah, of course they were even not consecutive. Those are 3. No, I don't know what is really happening because they are waiting for only 3 consecutive partial losses. Then we are not hitting 4 consecutive partial losses. And hiyo zingine 3. What's happened? That's another 3. We need 4. Those are 3. Shit. Okay. So it's like they don't want me to recover whatever I lost. Those are 3. No. They're actually playing mind games. Okay, so let's wait and see. So you'll actually be able to hit our target profits. We must hit our target profit. Those are 2, 3, 4, switch, boom, loss, boom, recovered. Amazing. I think we only need 1 win and you just check now. We took 11 trades, 8 wins and just 3 losses, and now we are floating at a profit of 157 USD. That's how simply you can actually use the Vashuk, and you can actually see the results that it has actually delivered. Now let me show you how this robot is actually working. Let me explain the details. So if you open global share, there's how you do your settings. Of course, the stop trading option is what you normally use as our stop loss. Set up the maximum consecutive losses you can take in a low. Then open the target profit and stop loss guard. Set up what is your target profit and what is your stop loss. Then let's go to market volatilities. You can use whichever the volatility you want. You can click here, then add like 25 1s, then cancel the default. Then close market volatilities. Then you have this other option called the risk manager. If you click the risk manager like that, you can actually be able to see your stake. Just set up your stake just right there. Now let's go to market 1. Of course, as expected, it's supposed to be trading over 2. You can actually see that's over 2 market. And if you go to the Vashuk, you can actually see it's actually set to 2 consecutive losses, then switch and execute 1 trade on Lil. In case it's a loss, now that's where market 2 comes in. So you just click here and go to market 2, then trade definitions. You can actually see now this is over 4 market 2. We have over 4 market. Then let's go to the Vashuk. So in case of that is 2, because in case of a loss that is on over 2 market, the robot switches to over 4. In over 4, the robot just check a very simple principle. Like the moment you hit 4 consecutive losses, the robot switches to nil. In case of a loss, it applies a martingale immediately, attempts to recovery to make the recovery, and you can actually see everything is all set up. 4 consecutive virtual losses, then execute a trade till win. It's very simple. And that's how you are actually able to get these kind of results. In case you want to get on RI Traders, just get on your browser and type ritraders.co.ke like that. Okay, let me zoom. Like that, ritraders.co.ke. An alternative, you can just get on your browser and type ritraders and just search, and it will actually pop as the first one. Here it is. Very simple. In case you want to join our community, that is our Telegram community or whichever, just click this message icon right there. Then you can actually join. That is our WhatsApp channel, our Telegram channel. Those 2 platforms are very much important. We do hold classes that is on Telegram to teach people on how to actually execute these markets. So you can actually see how we did it. So that's all, man. Goodbye.